Hello YouTube, Jonathan800 here. So today I will be seeing if Germany was made harder in the new patch for Hearts of Iron 4. Turns out, not really. Even though I played extremely sloppily, I still managed to do extremely well. So I only was able to get 3 36 with tank divisions out, and Poland just instantly falls. There's really not much to it. The Air Force I'm using was me using some 1936 fighters I designed with double dual cannons and not a single bit of air defense, and I completely forgot to switch the template and make it better. Yeah, that didn't work out well eventually. But either way, many people struggle at Belgium. The strategy is to simply invade the Netherlands then invade Belgium. If you have DLC, taking Antwerp will instantly make them capitulate because the king is a sore loser. Not a sore loser, but he was it historically. He didn't want his people to suffer. Yeah, he allowed the Nazis to establish collaboration regime. Yeah, it didn't work out well for him. Either way, France falls very quickly because we focus on maneuver warfare. Because if you let the French entrench, it's going to be a rough time. So now we're doing a naval invasion of the UK. Turns out, patrolling with your main strike force builds you up a lot of dominance very quickly. And what I would do is I would send some subs to the channel, extremely risky, and then put the main fleet on strike force. That gave a multiplier to what I had, and it did very well actually. The moment I put them on strike force, what was it? It gave me the supremacy needed. Because let's say you got 1000 dominance and your strike force gives a multiplier of, if it was 25, it would probably be, whatever, 1250? Not sure. Either way, it's a multiplier, makes your number much bigger. And what is it? We got the landing. I screwed up with one of the ports, so I completely lost that port immediately by just walking out of it. That was just a failure on my end. The Air Force is not having a good time. Also, note to yourself, do not put your fleet on convoy escort, because that does not help maintain stability. And also, see those red X's? That means none of these troops are being supplied. The UK, and every country technically, has the ability to naval embargo you. And with a naval embargo, you cannot trade if the supremacy is not in your favor. Like, it's really detrimental. Like, some of my divisions will be strength deleted, well, I think just one. But if your divisions are low strength, they do low damage. And some of these divisions were really low strength, so they were just basically there to die. In either case, despite this, we do occasionally get times where it does resupply, and the troops get their supplies. There we go. Slowly thinking with this unscripted video. I do eventually actually put in the self-sealing fuel tanks and range add-on that actually makes my planes fight better. I had them since 1938 basically, well, late 1938, early 1939, something like that. I just forgot to put them in my template, so that went poorly-ish. But the moment I get air superiority, I am able to actually do stuff. I don't know how people play this game without air superiority, because it was suffering. People were like, ah yes, I will suffer so I don't have to produce equipment that I only have to put like 10 bills for. My dude, air superiority makes this game a cakewalk. So, I just want to point out how many troops the UK had for its defense. This might be because I didn't call Italy into war so they didn't have to worry about Africa, but it was a slog, it was a mess. Like, look how many troops there were. And also, I capitulate them, took quite a few casualties. I think I took at least like 400,000 that war because I was just battle planning. And talking about battle planning, when you have autarky achieved because you have Mifo bills, you can get very, what is it, boosted? Well, you get a lot of mills. Because you don't need to build a single civilian factory as Germany. Because other countries will build civilian factories for you to annex. And with taking out the UK and its entire empire, you can get autarky achieved very quickly so you don't have to worry about your economy. Because the whole thing is about speed. Speed is key. Speed wins you wars. Going around the enemy is just as beneficial as just attacking it head on. And talking about that, I encircle a bunch of troops in the center, and look at that classic maneuver going to Odessa to encircle everyone at the Romanian border. Also, there goes Leningrad from a strategy I haven't done in years, which is to naval invade it. I had some troops, marine troops, it was originally designed to invade the UK at the north, but then I finally figured out how to build actual airplanes and not just forget to do the entire thing. Either way, there goes the entire southern group. That's at least 3 armies, so they're not having a good time. Also, this game needs to fix Sevastopol's borders, because every time you go into Crimea, the front lines disappear, and I also forget about all the time because I was quite lazy this match. Also, I got the fear directive, so I think it's going quite well. Either way, because I forget to motorize supply, or I thought I already did under Guderian, I did the strategy of go up for supply where you actually have supply, then go back down and attack when your troops are still supplied. Didn't necessarily work that way-ish because I didn't give them enough time to resupply. So a forced attack it was, and it worked, technically. Also, please don't leave Sevastopol for last. When the entire Soviet army, the new troops are being spawned there, it's quite painful. And in either case, Manstein breaks Sevastopol like in real life, and the fall of Sevastopol is the fall of the Soviet Union. So yeah, is Germany harder? A bit. You just need to make sure you keep patrolling the channel so you have supplies. Otherwise, there you go. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. You know the deal. And this is Jonathan 800 signing out.